Hey guys, this is my 13th place at San Antonio Regionals deck profile. I played Mitsurugi Ryzeal. I love the deck. I've been playing it since it came out. I've gone through constant changes in the deck, but I'll show you some changes I would have made for yesterday as I go. So for the Ryzeal package, I played 3X, 3 Ice, 2 Sword, 1 Node. A lot of players will play 1 sword, and some will even play like 1 ice. But I play 3 ice because it's just an extender. If I have Saji, I go normal summon Saji, and they like stop it. I can just go summon the ice from hand. And as for the sword, there's a lot of times where like either I don't have any Mitsurugi cards in my hand, or I have to pivot into like a pure Ryzeal play. And the second sword just gets me to that play. But yeah, that's it. Plus Cross and Bonfire, but those are for spells. For the Mitsurugi stuff, 2 Ame, 1 Futsu, 3 Saji, 1 Kusanagi, 1 Night Sword Serpent. A lot of people don't play Night Sword Serpent. I prefer running it because of it allows me to pivot in to the Ryzeal engine. Like that way, if all I open is Mitsurugi, I can switch from the Mitsurugi into Ryzeal and then bring back the Mitsurugi stuff. So it's just a lot easier to run it that way. I was for a while just running 2 Saji, but I figured if I wanted to run the Night Sword Serpent, I should run 3, because a lot of the times the main reason I summon this or send this off the ritual spell is because I normal summon this and I don't want to waste another one, because a lot of the grind game off of these, you want to be able to search different Ryzeal or Mitsurugi cards. And then that's just for the engine monsters. For my non-engine, I ran 3 Nib, 3 Fua, 3 Ash. The Nibs were awesome. One of the cards that I'll show later, like, complemented this so well. This complements the Mitsurugi build. It complements the Eclipse, because there were times where I like had Eclipse and I had the Nib in hand, and I was like, okay, cool. Eclipse, send the and I only had like no rank 4s in the graveyard, so it was just easier just to Nib and then send both rank 4s I had on field to the grave. Ash was mainly, it wasn't really there for going second. It was mainly there for like mulch armies, and then mulch armies. This just causes it's funny. This isn't to get me more non-engine. It's to get me into my engine, which it'll end up slowing my opponent down. So it's even better, and it's nice as a level 4. And then the 1 Cross, 3 Bonfire for the consistency. No explanation there. I played 3 Ritual, 3 Prayers. Another reason why I prefer a bigger Ryzeal package is because if I open the Prayers and Ice, you can still get into the Mitsurugi package. You don't have to go activate normal summon Saji. You can tribute the King of the King of the Feral Imps to add the Saji, summon the Saji, and then same thing with Ritual. Like if I see any of these 6 with X or Ice, then it's full Ryzeal and full Mitsurugi combo. And then for the rest of my non-engine, I played 2 Talents, 1 Call By. Call By, just the God card, self-explanatory. I was tempted to run 3 Talents, but I didn't want to go to 43. This is a 42 card deck. Yeah, like the Talents is just always good. And then the 3 Book of Eclipse. This card, I love it in this deck just because it was funny. It actually happened back to back. Round 2 and then round 3. I went normal summon Saji. My opponent would go activate Valor, target Saji. I chained Book of Eclipse, and then they chained Imperm. And back to back, both rounds, both players didn't know that once the Saji flips face down, or any monster, it forgets that it gets negated, and then it still resolves. And so they ended up wasting 2 cards. So yeah, I love this in the main. Now for the extra, I played 2 detonator, 1 duo drive. The night before in the hotel, I was contemplating on still running 2, and I changed my mind to run the 1. I cut it for one of these other cards that actually came in clutch and was really nice, which I'll explain later. And then 2 Eclipse. I prefer 2. A lot of people will do 1, but I prefer 2 just for the grind game. Or like there are times where you dump 1, summon the other in the same turn, and then the Dugaris is just amazing. You either draw 2, or you're gonna summon, or it just helps kill. Oh, excuse me. There was one time where like I had duo drive with 2 materials, Ame. And then I summoned Doug, doubled the Ame to 64, and my opponent had a light and dark made Chaos Angel. And the previous turn I poked him to get him down to 36. So the next turn I could go summon Dugaris, double the attack to 64, and deal 36 damage. Or 68, not 34. This next card is another reason why I ran. Actually, this card is the only reason, or I only ran this card because of Night Sword Serpent. Because if you had that full Mitsurugi Ryzeal combo, you could go into this. Because the thing is, if you normal summon Ice or special summon X and then go into the normal summon Ice, without Night Sword Serpent, you only get 3 Exceed summons, but because of the Night Sword Serpent, you get 4. And I loved having the ability to add a Nib, just because it threatens your opponent. They're like, oh no, he has Nib now, and like they don't have to guess, so they now have to play around it. And not only are they playing around it, you don't care, because most of the time your board has like a detonator with a Eclipse Twins, and then you have your Ame and Futsu. So now your detonator's going to come back, your Futsu and Ame are going to come back, and your Ame is going to potentially wipe the board. And then more rank 4s, Exciton self-explanatory. This card just helps so much in a position to where I am it's unfavored. It did turn around 1 game, but then that's about it. Abyss Dweller, I actually only made this against a Mermail player. And then Daigusto Emerald, I love this card. I love this card back in Zoo format. When we like looped it for infinite combo basically. It came up once yesterday, but it was because I needed a second duo drive, so that second duo drive came out. So either this or Baguska could be that second duo drive, because Baguska was never made once. I mainly ran Baguska because of Droll. I only got Drolled once yesterday, and it didn't matter. All I had was Mitsurugi plays. And what's funny is I still summoned Ame and Futsu because I opened double. I opened up double ritual spell, but still, I feel like the Baguska could probably either be the duo drive or it could be something else. And then I ran the Castel. I've loved this card ever since it came out. I should have ran the Harpy Featherstorm. It would have made a lot of my games a lot easier. But I decided not to run it. I wanted to run Judgment instead. And then King of the Feral Imps, no-brainer. Needed it for Mitsurugi. And then Aggregator, same thing for the X board breaker. It makes it where X is a board breaker. And then 1 Haggard Lizard. Because like if I got nibbed, which I actually didn't get nibbed a single time, which was actually really funny. But there were times where like I took my opponent's cards and then I would link this and nib off, or that and nib off, and then summon this, banish it, get a draw, and turning my opponent's token into like 800, and then it would turn on my X in hand. That's the main reason I ran it. It was just to turn the X on. And then 3 Lancia for Malice. Never played 1 Malice deck yesterday, actually. three meows, mainly for Malice, but it actually came up against what was it? I believe it was Memento I played it against, and Mermail. 3 Droplet. So this card, it did come up, but this is definitely a card I would prefer if it was Perulia, which I actually just picked up Perulia's. Just because I needed to draw engine, and all I saw was non-engine, and the Perulias would have gotten me there. So yeah. And then for board wipes, 2 Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm's really nice. If I did bring in Lightning Storm, I probably sided out at least 1 nib, just because if I had the nib, this would die. But this definitely came up against pure Ryzeal, because what he did is he kept setting 2, so I was like, awesome, and then he had the cross, obviously. So I would go activate, destroy back row, and it was usually like 2 imperms, so it was really good. I side the Purification. I actually did not activate Purification once yesterday. Actually, I might have. I can't remember, but it didn't come up a lot, actually. And then 3 Judgments, same thing. I mean, they didn't really come up. I had it once, but I had full combo, so it didn't matter. It was just nice for that extra backup plan. These will probably switch out for something else too. But yeah, at the end, I ended up playing 1 Blue Eyes, 1 Mermail, 1 Orcus, 1 Memento, and then 4 Ryzeal variants. Is either Fiendsmith Ryzeal or Pure Ryzeal. Sorry, that's my friend's dog. He's at the door. So yeah, it was really good. I only lost to the Orcus player and Ryzeal Fiendsmith. Shout outs to Austin, Taylor, and Miles who went with me. Austin got 5th. You can check out that video. Shout out to Eddie for wanting me to do this video for him. But yeah, thanks for the video, or thanks for letting me show you.